So I've got a little project starting up here. Um, got about 2 minute runtime is what's needed, more or less. But mostly less, actually. Well, actually, this one can go more before this. There's about a minute buffer before this where this could extend out to the left. Um, but it can't really go beyond this point that I have marked out in my project file so far. I started kind of playing around with this last night, so I'm hoping to finish it. I've just got some very simple instructions that I didn't really follow. But this is a loose sketch, right? Um, all right. So here's what I left off with last night. Just done that over for you. So that's where I'm at. It's like mostly kind of chill, kind of like sitting in the background a little bit. And then we got these drums to kind of give us some energy. Uh, yeah, and yeah, it's really one of the first times I'm using atoms, which is pretty cool. Um, nice physical modeling going on. Um, and it's quite interesting. I'm enjoying it. Also cycles, which I have not used much before. I'm using for this for my lead. Pacing on that doesn't quite feel right. Also wanted to come in here and do some stuff to the drums. I wonder if like a little delay might be. I put that in reverb, even though technically it's not. But they're kind of similar. Right? Yeah, I was wondering if throwing a little delay on the drums would help ground it a little bit. Oh god, chill out. I don't use delay too often, so I don't really remember like best practices. Maybe if I go into reverb and get like just a little drum room kind of reverb going. But like take it way down. Just to kind of like put it in a space. Does that sound different? Hmm. Perhaps not. Also, I kind of want to figure out, like, I've got an A B section here. I guess it's A B A C, like that, and that's just kind of repeated. But it would be kind of nice to diversify that a little bit. And I think it's kind of the same thing here. A B A. Well, I think this A is slightly different. So like A B, mostly A, but like slightly different, and then C. I think it's just that repeated. Also, I tried messing around with Faceplant last night. It's my first time using Faceplant, and it was a different direction. It was a different direction, so I ended up not using it. It's kind of a cool, weird, interesting sound, but not for this song. Just like a low, kind of like atmospheric tone, little whirring rumble sort of sound. That's not right for this project though. So, what are you gonna do? I was thinking maybe, is there some way to? I guess I can do that. I feel like the drums kind of come in too fast, but in the context of the video, drums coming in right here makes sense. Also, the drums are kind of in a weird like time, because I think originally it was like a 16 bar or something like that, and I time stretched it down into what is it, the 12 bar something. So it's kind of like at a weird interval. So everything sort of lands at a slightly weird time. Or a lot of stuff lands at a slightly weird time. But I kind of like it. I tried it at a more conventional rate, and this just feels nice. So yeah, I was kind of trying to figure out, like, maybe there's some sort of like building that happens beforehand. So that way it's not so immediately into the drums. But I do really like these chords. And I guess the key we're working in is just, I think it's just all black notes on this guy. I don't remember what I did with like a couple out of key notes just to kind of give it some dissonance and flavor, you know, some color. What does this sound like deep down? Does it sound really high up? I don't know. I don't really like that. um, What to do with it? What to do with it? First, let's get a little bit more room. Second, okay, so that's 16 bars. So this needs to go 16 bars later. So like that, yeah. And it goes right there. It's a little late, but that's okay. And then I'm going to delete that. All right. What is this chord? Oh, okay. No. Is that what I wanted? No. Okay. Hmm. I could do some weird stuff with that. Wait, why is this? Has this always been? Did I screw this up? I did. Whoops. Okay, just put that there. Oh, this all went a little too far forward. Okay. Over here. Delete. Save. I was like, there should be more notes here than there actually is. I mean, I could like hold that and then modulate it over time so that way so that it's interesting. I could also like okay, these are not sustainable, right? Well, no, they are not. I mean, I could go in and modify them to make them sustainable probably, but what's sort of my base movement here? Because maybe I kind of just like take the base movement, use that across 16 bars, and then it starts, growing out of that, you know. So we have what is that? C D sharp. Okay. 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 I mean, there's something could happen with that. Hold on. Uh, uh, fuck. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Okay, and then that gives a little bit of an extra note in there for fun. Maybe we do that. Build off of that. Oh, we're already gone. We couldn't see the start of it. Okay. Fuck. Got it. Okay, that's 8 bars. Not very well timed. So I don't really use a metronome like that because I'm a square. Okay, and then yeah, sure. Seems done fine. Okay, let's isolate a 4 bar because this needs work. Okay, so I don't know, some sort of like extra some different line just to kind of keep it fresh, keep something happening. I guess I got looked at this for inspiration, right? Because that's what I was doing here. Um, this was 8 bars. That's 8 bars. So here, I'm pretty sure we started the same. Uh, actually, there's no. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So different. Although, is that still here? I mean, I played a lot of notes, so yeah, it is still here in a couple of different spots. I guess let's listen to it, right? That would probably be the smart thing to do. It kind of sounds like, yeah. Okay, I don't actually want to mirror that exactly. And then I kind of like the dip down and back up. Nice. That's all right. I don't hate that. I guess I could always come back through and change it after I perform it. Maybe hold that note a little bit. Damn it. It doesn't take up much of this time, but I did start a little early. Then again, this one ends early as well. Okay, I want to do something to fill it out a little bit. It's feeling very lonely. There we go. Nailed it. Okay, I was thinking about doing some strings. I mean, this is already kind of string-like in nature, but flautando sounds great. Nice and quiet for this opening. What does harmonics sound like? Ooh, very high pitch. Probably not for this. Half section, I think, is a bit louder. Yeah. I think that's cool. Pizzicato, some nice little plucks. That actually might be kind of nice for later on. His strings. I have no idea what my timing is here. It's a very like offbeat kind of vibe. Maybe I should use a metronome. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that was a little late. That felt about right. That looks late, but it felt okay. I don't know. You know, this definitely felt late. That felt early. That feels too extended. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to study the correlation between these. Okay, so it feels like this is my form of music theory. I'm just looking for patterns, right? Okay, so like the second note here is falling right on the beat. Maybe that's important for my timing. Also here I've got an extra thing. Does that make me super late? I mean, it kind of feels like something is happening. I'm definitely losing a bar of doing these. My timing is very different now, but it feels kind of better. Maybe. Oh, I would just need one. Is it there? Ish. It's a little sloppy. Ah! Forgot about that. Actually, no. Instead of doing that, stop. Clear. Stop. I'm going to put it in the distance. Okay, and then strings. Let's get some non-pizzicato strings in here. Again, I like flautondo. That is not flautondo. Come on. Get real. Okay, what's some good string lines for this? I should have just recorded that, honestly. Probably. I lost it. I don't know. I don't think that really worked, but I'll listen back through it. I think I just need less. I think I'm overdoing it. Simplify, you know? But also I don't have any like expression stuff going on. So I'll just do an expression pass right now. I don't really love this. I like to start though. Kind of like that, but I don't really like that. Gone. I think I just like these two notes. That's kind of it. I like this, but I think it's too much. I think some of it needs to go. I don't hate that. Yeah, no wonder I don't hate that. Half the notes are the same. Okay, those two are early. Kind of wanted it a little bit closer to that. Okay. Nope, not what I wanted. Am I just not hearing this low note at all? It feels kind of low in the mix compared to everything else. But I kind of like that direction to some degree. And then we have the big drum drop in, so I kind of want like a little bit more going on right here, going into the drums. That could be nice. So maybe we get. Yeah, what was some little like almost RP action kind of going on? I don't know. I feel like it's not. Maybe. Whoops. Oh, descending. I hadn't considered that. I do kind of want like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. These intimate strings, okay. You can kind of layer in some frozen strings in here as well. Especially at the beginning. Yeah, I'm just gonna frozen strings, intimate strings. I'm just gonna lay some down. think that was maybe a little too much. Again. Okay, gave us some expressions. Okay. I do keep wanting to come back to like brass or something. For like that swell up to the drums. I got really lucky with that with that chord progression. It sounded like it really fit. I feel like it's a little too forward in the mix, but like it's for effect. Maybe drop it down a little bit. How's it mixed? Throw it off to the right a little bit. This is probably not the right move, but I want to hear it anyway. No, that sounded really, really stupid. But hey, you never know until you hear it. Happens to the best of us. Okay, is this affected much by the expression wheel? I'd say so. Okay. So I will do a layer of that. That's not right. Oh, and you know what? Let's extend this out quite a bit. Probably add some reverb on it too, maybe. When in doubt. Reverb. I kind of want this to be mostly all the way up on expression, just like not totally, but kind of. Okay, well, that was a little quicker than I expected. You know, honestly, I don't know why I'm doing this. I can just go into the envelopes and I can just do it myself by hand. Mod wheel. Okay, up to 100. The big thing, getting this to come down nice and smooth. I would say a little under. Do a little bit of shaping here. How's that sound? Like right around here, around the 70 mark, it really tapers off quite quickly. So maybe something like that. It feels like a much more natural fade off, I guess. Okay. Reverb. I mean, Moon Echo is pretty cool. Even if it's not always practical. Kind of hurts my head a little bit. I think it sounds cool, but it kind of hurts my head a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that mix way down. Yeah, so it's there for like a little bit of texture, but I'm not gonna rely on it too heavy for an actual echo or reverb or anything. Yeah, it just gives it like a little bit of like some funny in the high end. Yeah, that's maybe just enough. I want to do like a... Maybe I could... I want to do something here. I guess I got auto ban. Hmm. Or I was also thinking about maybe do like Digitalis. Digitalis is really nice for a lot of stuff. In fact, let me just jump to that because I feel like I will like it. Yeah, maybe not this setting though. Okay, well I need to hear the drums to work on the drums. I guess it's not technically true, but in my case it's kind of true. Keep going faster. Okay, hold. LFO. still feel like this is gonna be too much, but maybe I can do some modulation, something. Yeah. It's really unsatisfying. I don't know why I'm doing this. It should really just be, if I'm going to do it at all, it should just be for like a particular moment. Let's preserve the transient here, perhaps. But then kind of get the tail to sort of get all messed up. Bad idea. What about doing sort of inverting these? Still keeping an octave higher, you know? Does this sound stupid? Sounds kind of nice. Right, I still need a lot more out here. Hmm. And that sounds okay. That almost fits really nicely into an 8-bar. I guess I could if I just sped it up a little bit. Okay, so that's 2 and a 4, so that's a half note away. So keep that in mind because I'm going to try to get these a little bit more in time with this BPM. Half note away. Great. I don't really love this, but does that make sense in context? Probably not. I don't know, it just adds some brightness to it in a way that's kind of nice. I guess let's try that. Oh, remove the wrong note. It's a little clunky at the end, for sure. I mean, it's maybe a little clunky everywhere, but you know. It definitely feels like something is missing there. Unless it's just like timed really terribly, which is also true, but Sometimes my ear hears it differently, and I'm like, oh, well, obviously something is missing. And sometimes I hear it, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it kind of works. Maybe that's what I'm hearing. Just a little leading note, because that was in the earlier version as well. I just need to re-record this entirely. That's really what I need to do. I guess. So that was I should make sure that I know the notes before I delete them all. Could also be just like they're sounding a little weird because the instrument plays them differently at different times. I mean, without the leading note, it sounds cleaner. But... Whoops. I was too busy not paying attention, and then my fingers just moved at a really weird pace. I feel like I don't know. I'm bugging. Some weird is happening in my brain. feel like it wants to be like that, timing wise. I gotta get in here. There's like some octave stuff going on occasionally. It's freaking me out. No. Okay. Okay, nothing about the back half worked, but I love this chord. That's really nice. That's my first win of the night. That's my first like, yeah. That's the stuff. Maybe it says like What about that? No. I want something with a little bit of like a little too much dissonance. I'm really trying to accentuate that second chord and make it feel like really warm. Which it's starting to do. It's getting there. Okay. Once I played those notes louder, I felt like they weren't the right notes. I mean, I do like these. Oh, that's interesting. How does that sound in context? Oh, no, I hate it. It's just too much. That maybe though, without the higher note. Maybe with some sort of like I feel like that can maybe work if there's like another note that comes in or a note that goes away. Kind of give it some movement into that chord. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Ah. Expression wheel giving me some vibrato. Good to know. Yeah, something like that might work. Might be something. I'm a fool. Okay. No problem. No problem. I don't see a problem here. Didn't there used to be more there? I guess not. I guess not. I like parts of this. I really like this. I should give it some vibrato though. Now that I know that I can do that. Perfect. Where's the... Is it done here? How do I... put this? Okay. There we go. Honestly, I kind of like the silence there. It's kind of nice. So I feel like this sort of like lower note, if we're gonna do that, or lower chord, could be like the start of the next 8-bar. If we really want to. So I will just say sure. That starts over there. I think maybe I want this to end on the high bar. But I wanna change it out just a little bit, I think, and definitely retime it some. Give a small rest in there. Go between notes. And this feels like it's held a little too long. Huh. I just heard something. Need like an E sound. Isn't there like a Max for Live device that is like a mouth shaped kind of device? Oh, actually, what am I talking about? I've got a thing. I've got a thing. The orb. The orb, baby. I can do E all I want. Why is the output so quiet? Hold on. It does sound a little weird. I don't even remember what I what I heard earlier. That's so weird. Where is I am looking for a plugin that I spent too much money on to not be able to find very quickly. Humanoid. Okay. Sounded great. Why does it sound so shit? Kind of funny though. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like something with that, but Are those my chords? Oh, all the way back at the beginning. Get out of here. Where? Okay. Hold. Hold. Why does it come in so fast? Why is it so abrupt? Expression, maybe? And I'm going to do an expression run. Okay. Freeze and flood. See what happens with that is what we'll do. Just to give it a little bit of like texture. Hmm. Wonder if I could maybe take a couple like chops of the choir and sprinkle them throughout here. Ah. Oh. Forgot to put this on here. Put this on here because of Phase Plant. It had some high end stuff happening and low end stuff happening. Yeah, let's see if there's any fun place to slot these in back here. I'm just gonna start doing stuff. Hear how it sounds. I actually kind of like it to some degree. Is this empty? Oh no, this has like one little thing in it, doesn't it? Somewhere? No, I'm thinking of this. I don't think this has anything in it. Not totally sure what to do here. I mean, this is always an option, I guess. Don't even hear it, really. Nice zero crossing there. Nope. Okay, that's nice. Just gets a little bit of rhythm in there.
Dependency is a fuel.
Okay, what did we leave off with? Okay. There's something in there. Flair, hey, how you doing? Sorry, I was lost in thought of trying to figure out chords that work. It has been a while. Indeed, it has. Yo, pumpkin pie. I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin pie in my entire life. I hope it's good. Vibing. I feel that. How am I? I'm doing all right. Uh, it's been a very quiet stream today. Um, but but it's been productive, and it's the first Saturday in a long time that felt like a weekend to me. So that was cool. It's just real nice outside. 85 Fahrenheit. Drove around at sunset, picked up a sandwich. Everybody's outside walking. Just really lovely. 61. Nice. Have I ever had pumpkin spiced anything? I think I went to Starbucks once and I think they accidentally gave me a pumpkin spiced coffee. And it sort of just was like cinnamony. I didn't really like it, to be honest. but but I don't know for sure that that's what that was. I like the smell of cinnamon, but not the taste, personally. Oh, I gotta get these notes down before I forget them. Okay. Well, to be fair, most of those notes I just made up. So it's not like I was going to forget something that I couldn't remember anyway. Pumpkin pie kind of just tastes like that spice. Huh. It's mostly cinnamon, and pumpkin's a very neutral flavor, so it takes on the flavor of the spice. Interesting. Yeah, cinnamon is one of those weird things where it's like it's super easy to oversaturate my palate on cinnamon. So it's like if there's cinnamon anything, it's got to be like the minimalist cinnamons. You have to record an audition. Whoa. For a month? How long could it possibly take? You love cinnamon, but you can go too hard on it. Pumpkin spice is mostly cinnamon, ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and allspice. So, like, I'm a real idiot when it comes to food. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, cinnamon, I've tasted before. So I kind of know where you come from there. Ginger, don't even know what that is. I've heard it, of course, but no idea. Cloves, no idea. No idea. Of course, I've heard about it. Nutmeg, I'm positive I have eaten nutmeg in some capacity in like probably a cookie or something, but I could not tell you what it tastes like. Allspice, no idea. I've heard of all these. Ginger goes good with everything. Okay. I'll take your word on it. Ever had gingerbread slash ginger snaps? Probably. But I don't remember it. I don't remember it being one of those things that's like, oh yeah. It's been a long time since I had one of those. Gotta get some of those. Spicy cookies. Yeah. Yeah. Not my favorite. Not some not something that if you gave me one, I wouldn't eat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you give me a spicy cookie. I'll eat a spicy cookie. But if you give me a lineup of cookies, it's not gonna be my first choice. It'll only take a minute. You just had zero energy and you're nervous because it's kind of high profile band. Oh wow. Well, good luck, man. Zero energy, man, I feel that. I've been waking up at 5 p.m. all week. And it's just been very hard for me to get anything done. There's a weird rub in that. Okay, I don't like that. I don't really like that either. Wow, the two that I made up on the spot, the two that I improvised, I don't really like. Funny how that works. Oh, I should probably here listen to what I've got so far. I forgot you just you just joined, so you're just hearing me work on this little tiny bit at the very end. Um, this is a track for the next Emergent Beacon. Part of it I did last night, and then part of it I've been working on stream. You have no clue how to use the recording software you're trying to record on. Oh, and you only have a dynamic mic. What recording software are you trying to record on? Hmm. Yeah, you should check it out. Some of the recent videos are pretty good. Recent. Audacity. Oh, okay. Yeah. I tend to use Audacity for like up until recently I used it for recording desktop audio. But now I can do it in Ableton. You've been on YouTube hiatus lately. Just been listening to a lot of music mostly. Gotcha. I I kind of weave in and out of certain mediums as well. You know, like I used to be a big podcast guy, and then I moved a lot closer to work and stopped listening to podcasts for the rest of my life. So maybe that's not a great example, but back in the day, you know, I'd go podcast. I'd have like a wave of podcast listening and a wave of music listening, and then I kind of bounce back and forth. Similarly, I'd kind of like sometimes I'm on a real big YouTube vibe, and then sometimes I'm like, oh well, now I'm doing this streaming service kind of vibe. So I kind of get that. I kind of get that. Um, you're more familiar with Ableton, but don't own it because the band you used to be in used Ableton, but you're still kind of lost on making sure you don't peak too much. Oh, well, check out check out these meters. You could use these. I guess they don't really tell you whether or not you're peaking, or they don't like indicate to you that you're peaking, but you can see when you're too loud. Um, I mean, I would say, you know, you should always have a limiter on your stuff so that way you're not actually peaking. Although it will clip your audio if you go too loud, so you'll be able to hear it. But then at least it's less bad. At least it's less bad then. Um, hmm. I've just been using Ableton because I bought it. I guess. Um, I've tried a couple DAWs, DAWs. I don't know what people typically say. I guess people typically say DAWs, right? So I guess it depends on the person. I've heard people go back and forth. Anyway, I've tried a couple. Ableton's the only one that makes any sense to me. And this bullshit, this like sequencing stuff, does not make any sense to me. I was so confused when I started up Ableton. Like I downloaded a preview or like one of those demos versions of Ableton, and it started up in this, and I was like, never gonna use this ever again. Closed it down, didn't touch it for 12 months. Because this just doesn't click for my brain. But this just like seeing everything in like a timeline, it's like, oh yeah, it just totally makes sense to me. I tried Fruity Loops and like I never figured out like the effects stuff because it stacks in weird ways, and there are some cool things over there, but it just took me so long to figure out how to do anything. And I guess those are really the only two I've ever tried. As long as we don't count Audacity. It's not really. It's not built for that. You know, it's built for you got a podcast and you're recording your voice for 30 minutes. That's what Audition is built for. UI wise, at least. You're a metal singer, so you sing loud AF, and you're trying to figure out how far away the mic needs to be for recording. Ah. Hey, take care of your voice. I don't know how to do that stuff using my voice. Yeah, interesting. Well, yeah, it's probably gonna depend based off your mic, right? Because some mics are a little bit more receptive to certain distances, right? Um, but yeah, I would say, you could do, yeah. Oh, what is the shortcut for that? I did not click that shortcut. Oh, maybe that was just there the whole time, and I'm just my brain is not working. You could use like a loudness meter. This one is free. But it's really good about showing you just how loud you are, right? And it's the same kind of thing as this guy right here. But it's got a little bit more information, right? So, and you can kind of tailor it to like you could maybe like load up a track with metal singing or whatever, just to see where these fall on like LUFS and everything. Um, and then maybe you change your limit to match that. And then when you're singing, you can try and get it to be roughly the same loudness, something like that. Um, this is apparently really loud track. Are my drums basically peaking? They're so quiet. What's the loud part? The strings? Maybe just all of it together. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be taking advice from me. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Yeah, some people do reference stuff like that with like I've heard that like mixing engineers will take a reference song from the same genre and they'll look at like roughly like how the EQ bands like the characteristics and everything of it, so that way they can kind of take the track that they're working on and roughly match it to the reference material, because they know the reference material is good and tried and true and people like it and whatever. I imagine you could do a similar thing with loudness. Accidental success is the best kind of success. I mean, it's a pretty good kind. I don't know that there's many bad kinds of success. Overnight success, that's a bad kind of success. But all the rest are pretty good, I think. You know how to scream pretty well. Well, shout out to you. Oh, hey. That was a pun. Did not did not intend to do that. Singer from Lorna Shore. Never heard of him. Mm. Yeah, well, you're probably when you're belting, you probably got more like res like you're probably your mouth is probably resonating more, I would guess, which allows for more like amplitude somehow. I mean, your mouth is a Helmholtz chamber, which makes sound loud. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah. All that to say, yeah. It's death metal. Okay. Yeah, pretty far out of my usual genre. Um, they have a ballad where the singer just demon growls over some orchestral violins. Hell yeah. Metal screams are only a little louder than your normal speaking voice usually. Oh. Hmm. I believe it. It's all about technique. I think it's Adams that's too loud. Cycles is also a little bit loud. Oh, right, the end. I've got to figure out the end. The hell is my TV doing? It's freaking out back there. Chill out. Yeah. Oh man, it is almost spooky season. Oh, I'm so hyped. You just made me so happy. It's like a month away. Yeah, man. Favorite time of year. Nothing beats it. It's the only holiday worth celebrating. Mm. I want something with that. So yeah, I don't know if you have like any proper musical training with like music theory and stuff. I don't. I have the Danny Elfman. I use the Danny Elfman technique, which is you sit down at a keyboard and you just push a bunch of notes until it sounds right. No. That's how music's made, though. I guess technically, yeah. You taught yourself how to sing and play ocarina. Oh, that's so sick. It's like kind of flute adjacent. It's ocarinas are the kalimbas of flutes. Flute is way harder than ocarina. Yeah, that's why they're the kalimba equivalent. Kalimba's just got like little like 10 little thumb prongs, right? It's way easier to play than like a marimba or, you know, some instrument you don't get off of Etsy for $15. You have a kalimba too? Oh man. I have a virtual kalimba. I don't own a physical one though. Someday. I kind of like that. It gives some dissonance. Ooh, maybe even that. Like some serious dissonance. Actually, let me. So that's a lot of dissonance, but if I drop that down an octave, then we still have then we have less rub, but we're basically using the same notes, more or less. Just hold that shit out. Ooh. I was not using that note. Sounds kind of all right. Oh, I was using that note though. I'm dangerously close to knowing what I'm talking about. You know, hey, this. It's all YouTube knowledge. Everything I'm saying, I've just heard people on YouTube say. So, pretty close to an expert. Um, you have a keyboard that you've had since you were like 10 and you just found the plug for it after nearly a decade. Nice. I have a keyboard in my closet. It was my first instrument that I bought. I bought it off my friend from high school. I bought it while I was in high school. And it has been upright in my closet since I moved here. 8 years ago. Not gotten a lot of use out of it, to be honest. But yeah, keyboard's nice. I like keyboard. My instrument of choice. What the hell note was I playing earlier? That one. E sharp. What? It started looping and I was like, who's playing right now? You always just fuck around on a keyboard randomly, Stim, and never properly learned how to play. And now you're mad that you don't know how to play it. I that kind of sounds like how I learned how to play guitar in high school. I just kind of learned the chord shapes on my hand And then I would try to like learn a song, and I would get just enough of the song that you could recognize, like, oh, you're playing that song. And then I went, yeah, okay, I'm done. That's all I wanted. Just the recognition. Um, you don't know the chord shapes. Oh. Piano chord shapes are fun because all everything is a chord. Everything is a chord in the right context. I guess that's kind of true for any instrument. Got a very cheap guitar your entire life, still know how to play that. I wish I had a guitar. One of these days when I get a real physical instrument, the first one will probably be a guitar. Just because I think guitar is pretty easy to pick up, honestly, out of all the instruments. Keyboard might be the easiest, or well, I'm saying this like I know. I have a viola. Never learned how to play it. It's in my bedroom right now. Viola's cool. It's just a little too high of a register for me. Um, for a lot of the stuff that I usually do. And also, I'm just not good at it, and I don't know how to use it. I'm going to throw in a note, and I'm going to see if it works. It's just like super low note. That would have worked better, probably. Yeah, that works better. Wait, the end is out here. What the hell? No shot. No, okay. I just put it out there randomly. Luckily, the music you want to play is super heavy metal, so it can sound like demons fucking with metal objects, and someone will enjoy it. Fair. That's working smart, not hard. You always thought you wouldn't have the finger dexterity for a lot of instruments, and then you became a magician, and now you don't have that excuse. It's just so like intimidating to me. Music in general has always been like deeply intimidating because it's so vulnerable. It's so like I feel like people connect on to music in a different way than they do a lot of other creative arts, in a way that it's like people can sometimes hear music and have like the same reaction that I have when I like bite into something that has mayonnaise on it. you know? But people don't tend to have that kind of reaction to like photography, you know? They'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I kind of don't really like that," or like, "Oh, that's really cool," but they don't really have like that visceral like, "Oh." But with some types of music, for some people, it just resonates that way, and it's really scary to be like, "Oh, I don't really know the rules to any of this, but I spent a lot of time working on a thing that I think sounds kind of cool," and then somebody has like that recoil. That's really scary. Doubly so when you're like physically playing an instrument in front of them. Also, it took me more than a few years to realize, oh, part of the reason it's so hard for me to make music is because I don't have a DAW. I don't have a DAW, which actually makes making music way easier. I was just like, yeah, I guess I was just in Audacity, just trying to record sounds, and I was like, I don't get it. What do you mean drum patterns? What do you mean? Doesn't make sense to me. And it wasn't until I bought Ableton that I was like, oh, it's just you just put it on the grid, kind of, and then you take it slightly off the grid, and then you just duplicate it a bunch of times, and you're good. That's a song. First time you heard your own voice coming from your car radio from a recording on your phone, you almost cried. That, I will say, that's one I haven't quite gotten the nerve to do yet. Anytime I've recorded my voice and put it in my music, it's always like the coward's way out. Super deep in the background, super quiet. You can't hear it or tell that it's there, right? It's just like a little bit of texture or something. Um, yeah. I know that there are some plugins I could probably get that would make me recording my voice sound way more palatable to my ear. And I know deep down my voice is not terrible. I know deep down. If I were to like sing and maybe if I had like a few takes to kind of refine it and get it right, it would probably not be terrible. But I don't want to try. I just don't want to try. It's too scary. It's too scary. Hmm. I believe it. That's a good example of how good my voice is. It's exactly how I would sing it too. Angelic. Feel free to sample it for any of your death metal songs if you want. I think it'd probably add some twisted corruption element to it. Bob. Build that into a drop. Does death metal have drops? Do they do that? Oh yeah? Okay, cool. I mean, certainly death metal has riffs. Riffs feels very what I think of when I think of death metal. The thing that makes you most nervous is showing other people your singing voice. You've got some covers on YouTube and you just kind of ignore them and get nervous about other people finding it. Yeah, if you look on my YouTube channel, there's some old ass videos of me playing guitar and keyboard, and it's just like, I'll leave them up, but I'm not going to pretend like it's good, and I kind of don't want people to see them. Does it get like really technical? I could see that. Yeah, because it's also one of these things where, like, you know, if I make a YouTube video, somebody watches that YouTube video, and they're like, bad video. then it's like, okay, well, I'll do better next time, right? But if you make a song and somebody's like, bad voice, you don't get to just move on from that because it's your voice. It's just always there. That's just you. That's just who you are. It's kind of a different thing. Um, yeah. Not although that said, sometimes I take a bad YouTube video very personally. And I'm like, no, this video is who I am. Um, but I do understand there is a difference there. Your main reference for death metal is Lorna Shore, right? Though you listen to a couple others, but they're very technical. Yes. Okay. I totally believe that. There are definitely like a few different genres of rock and metal that get like super technical. And I could totally imagine death metal leaning into that. You know. The drummers you know IRL are insane. You want to learn drums? I would love to learn drums too. It seems like it would be so useful because a lot of the stuff I do is very like hip hop infused and inspired by hip hop in a lot of ways, and hip hop and a lot of rap beats and everything. They lean really heavily on drums. Drums are like super important to those kinds of instrumentals, and so that's why drums are in here. And so I would love to just be able to actually. I mean, I can program drums a little bit, just in Ableton. But it would be nice to have like one of those electric kits or something, because I'm in an apartment complex or whatever. But to have like one of those electric kits and be able to just bust out a drum sequence would be really nice. Hobby Lobby, man, it's been a long ass time since I stepped foot inside Hobby Lobby. I'm very blessed to not have a reason to. But yeah, fuck Hobby Lobby. Is people that only listen to hip hop trying out metal for the first time. That's so funny because like there are the YouTube music reaction space is so diverse because there are so many people who are like getting into hip hop for the first time, who are like, oh yeah, I am super into metal and I just never took hip hop seriously. And so they start a channel where they're listening to hip hop and then they fall in love with it. It's so funny to hear that the inverse is also out there and totally true and has like the same feeling and gives off the same experience. That's really funny to me. And it makes total sense though. You need to get into hip hop. Okay. Okay. Well, you came to the right place. The universe is a very real pipeline too, because new metal exists and is like a gateway drug for hip hop fans. Oh, interesting. I feel like this track is kind of like in a good space at this point. I feel like I can honestly sort of move on, and I'll probably come back and like add like little bits of like ear candy or something somewhere, or like a really and I'll get back to that in a second. And a really important part, oh sorry, is just like rendering this out and listening to it on my phone, listening to it in the car, listening to it other places, putting it into the video and seeing how it sits with the voice and hearing how it feels like in time with those moments and everything. But otherwise, like as a just a basic foundation, I feel like this is very listenable. It's not too prominent, it's not too forward, and it helps support the tone. So I feel like it's in a good place at this point. Um, sounds nice to you on a phone. That's good intel. Good intel.